the flu. Back with another one, man. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, I couldn't let 2023 get up out of here. The MJ year, the year of greatness, as I've been calling it all year. Get up out of here without giving you my personal favorites from this year. You know, probably do the top 10. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, you know, we got some big things coming in 2024. I promise this year. I'm gonna be way more consistent. Stopping by, hit that like button, subscribe, holla at your boy in the comment section. I wanna know what y'all top 10 list is for the year. You know, these will be personal shoes that I probably copped. I might throw a few honorable mentions up in there. But yeah, without further ado, man, welcome back. Let's get into it. So coming in at number 10, we have the Nike Mac Attacks, man. This was the first time we were seeing this particular shoe in literally probably about 4 decades. Shout out to John McEnroe. Chicago White Sox fan. Heard a lot of OGs really go crazy about this shoe this year. Let me set the box down. But a lot of OGs really went crazy about these. I was privileged to really get, you know, hear a lot of cool stories, and I might put it somewhere.
These when I was 13 years old.
Really?
I got into a basketball league in Greenwich Village, and my mom had to go get me some basketball shoes. I said, "Ma, I just got into the league. Let me go get some basketball shoes." She went, she bought me the Mac Attacks, and I was like, "Ma, this is a tennis shoe. This ain't a basketball shoe. This is a tennis shoe."
Wow.
She said, "You gotta wear it." I paid $65. You gotta wear that shoe all season long, and I wore the Mac Attacks.
And that's crazy because now these kids resell those shits for like $250.
Oh yeah.
But you know, anytime Nike goes back into the vault and brings back like a classic silhouette that bridges the gap between the new school and the old school, especially a model that we haven't seen, you know, in an awful long time. Some of us for the first time of our lives, still wearable every day, and even did the collab with Travis Scott. This is a surefire win. Definitely one of my favorite kicks this year. Definitely worn, as you can see. This is probably my number 10 offering. The Nike Air Mac Attacks. Coming in at number 10, we have the Nike Air Max 186 OG. Man, this is our Air Max Day offering this year. A lot of people were super hyped on these at the beginning of the year. I myself, you know, was definitely excited to pick these up. I actually picked these up at Undefeated in LA during my trip. I happened to be visiting a friend in LA during Air Max weekend. Got to spend Air Max Day in LA, and I was so super happy to grab me a pair of these. Super clean, OG specs. Always wanted this shoe, and you know, Nike brought it back to us in true, you know, OG form. Super comfortable. This is definitely nostalgia to the max. I haven't seen this shoe on a lot of people's lists, but for me, this is definitely one of my top pickups of the year. Certified classic, the Nike Air Max 1 OG 86. Number 8, we got the Ambush Up-Tempo Low Special Projects, man. Yo, so we have seen a lot of more Nike Air Up-Tempos, more OG. You know, I'm still looking for the OG colorway that was supposed to come out this year, true to specs. Those never really actually released stateside. I'm not sure why, but I was more than happy to pick up a pair of these. I think Yoon, you know, knocked these out of the park. I'm not really the biggest fan of low top shoes, but these are super comfortable. Kind of gives me Cactus Plant Flea Market vibes with the laces and all of that nature. Super wearable, and you know, just taking this type of spin on a classic, you know, I'm all for that, you know, especially when you do it the right way. I was able to cop this pair in this particular colorway and the yellow and, you know, beige colorway. That pink green colorway was out of here. I don't even know who really released those, but this was definitely my number 8 favorite pickup this year. Definitely, you know, should be on a few people's top 10 list, because these are just hard. classic. This colorway is undefeated. The Nike Air More Up-Tempo Low. Ambush. Let's get it. My number 7 favorite shoe of the year. Now, I'm a Chicago guy, as you all know that. If you're here, you know that. And I couldn't make this list without including probably my favorite release from the homegrown hero, Joe Freshgoods, on this list. And we are talking about none other than the New Balance 650 Stuntman, aka one of 500, aka Chicago exclusives. You know, the story behind these, especially being a kid from Chicago, was just immaculate. Now, I know these got a lot of flack this year because, you know, when we talk about Joe Freshgoods, we're used to just the vibrant colors, you know, Chicago flavor, just all the, you know, the unique colors. But, you know, with this offering, he gave us a unique, you know, just monotone, monochromatic color, the eggshell white, all the different types of materials that he just really just highlighted on this shoe. And it's a 650, probably one of the more wearable, neutral New Balances that you can have out there. One of 500, you know what I'm saying? Being from Chicago and now living in Atlanta, I was definitely happy that he was able to send me, you know, allow me to get a pair of these shipped to me. And, you know, as you can see, I definitely had my fun in these and wore these this year. I know all the rave was about, you know, that last collection that just came out. I still want those Keisha Blues, but I'm happy that I was able to secure these this year. And that is the New Balance 650 Stuntman. You know, what if, baby? For the 6th shoe on my list this year, now this isn't really quite a sneaker per se, but I'm gonna throw this thing in there anyway because I thought, you know, when you get to the level of sneakerheaddom that, you know, I am, we buy the same, we buy the retros every year, we buy the Adidas offerings every year. You know, I'm an equal opportunity sneakerhead. But this one came out of nowhere, and I was really happy to get my hands on it. You know, we're gonna be honest, 2023 was definitely a breakout year for the Crocs. And what better Croc to release this year to stand out amongst them all? The Croc Day 2023 cowboy boot situations, you know, that we got here, man. These things were super fun, super incredible, even come with the spur on the back. I don't think I've still seen a pair of these in the streets yet. And prices on these guys, especially if you were able to get your hands on the bigger sizes, are out of here for you resellers out there. But these are super fun, man. We had the Beyonce concert. I wish these would have came out by then. I probably would have been, you know, rocking these things in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But, you know, this is a really fun shoe that I'm happy to have in my collection. The Croc Day 2023 cowboy boot. Let's get it. All right, now we getting into that final 5. You know, my first SB that I was able to cop this year, you know, and I was happy to cop this. I actually grabbed, you know, was able to cop these off sneakers on my actual birthday, August 29th. Now this is an SB. I haven't seen many people put a lot of SBs on the list, but we've had some standout pairs, you know, from, you know, the pair that I'm about to show you, you know, of course the Powder Puff Girls, you know, we had, you know, the Born Raised, you know what I'm saying, situations, man, rest in peace. But this one was a fan favorite, man, along, you know, amongst all the SBs that dropped this year. And that is none other than the Udo Nike SB Lows. Premium leather, you know, going all around this thing, suede, the olive swoosh, you know, the pink hit on the bottom, on the back, you know what I'm saying, the neoprene tongue. This is just a really, really cool, really, really clean, probably one of the cleanest SBs to release this year. And I was really happy to get my hands on. You know, me having a lot of Travis Scotts in the collection, it's been pretty tough to figure out when I might want to throw these on, but I am definitely keeping them in the tub. These are super fire, and you know, hopefully a lot of y'all got your hands on them. But you know, my number 5 release of the year, the Udo Nike SB Low. All right, now we getting into it. For, you know, my number 4 favorite cop this year, you know, one of probably favorite release this year, one of my favorite releases this year, we got another Nike SB offering in the building, man. And I feel like out of all the SBs that dropped this year, outside of that Born and Raised pair, this is the only other logical choice. You know, I raised that thing up. Y'all should already know what time it is. I was able to get me a pair of the Powder Puff Girls. Being a 90s kid, man, growing up, you know, waking up, watching the cartoons, Cartoon Network, you know, even if you're a boy, a girl, man, a lady, there was no escaping the Powder Puff Girls, man. And I was so happy. This is a pair that I look forward to all year. And I was super happy to get my hands on at least one of these things. Now, the scratch gate was crazy, but you know, when you're in it to win it, you figure it out fast, and I figured it out fast, and I was able to cop this Bubbles pair off the Sneakers app, which, from what I understand, is I think the fan favorite of the three. I'm still looking for that Buttercup pair. The Blossom pair was definitely cool, but I was happy to have this one, you know, and I can't wait to rock this one. But my number 4 favorite cop this year, the Nike SB Powder Puff Girls in the Bubbles colorway. My number 3, you know, and I probably said something a little different, you know, but I'm gonna go with this one, you know, after further consideration. It was at the Wish event the other night. You know, we discussed the sneakers of the year, and I kind of had my final 3 sneakers in a different, you know, order. But my number 3 favorite pair and cop this year gotta be, there's no list of sneakers of the year without putting these in there, and it gotta be the Reimagined 3s. Man, we never thought that we would see the Jordan 3, you know, in this shape, in this form, in this fashion, with the Nike Air on the back. You know, we haven't seen it since the retro 88s, which those were incredibly difficult to get your hands on. They really did, Nike and Jordan Brand really did a great job with reimagining these. They didn't really do too much, man. Just give us, you know, a few age hits and we good to go. You know, new and improved toe box shape. You know, the elephant, you know, some controversy with the elephant print. But these things are super comfortable, super wearable. And I mean, there's no cleaner Jordan to put on your feet than this guy right here. Definitely one of my favorites. The Air Jordan Reimagined Retro 3 in the white cement colorway. Dope. For the top 2, my second favorite sneaker that cop this year is a special one for me. My favorite retro Jordan model of all time is the Air Jordan 5. And I was super excited, you know, to see images and to be able to get my hands on the Reimagined Air Jordan 5, you know, and this is the dusk color, the dawn colorway, you know, night, the dawn colorway, man. This was a super hype shoe this year. You can't go wrong with the classic black metallic 5 color blocking on this situation. All the hidden details, and you know we're gonna set it off with those cream laces. You know, this is our last Reimagined release, you know, considering, you know, a lot of the controversy that's going on right now with the China situation, the tax situation. What a release to go out on. Definitely will be rocking these New Year's Eve, you know, to end the year strong with these. Definitely one of my favorite releases. Definitely a wearable shoe in its own right. Still looking for that dust colorway, but until I got it, these will absolutely do. The Reimagined 5 and that dust dawn whatever colorway. Y'all know what it is. And last but certainly not least, my number 1 favorite shoe that I copped this year personally. My number 1 favorite shoe this year kind of came out of nowhere, like midway through the year. But when we talk about checking the boxes, you know, what makes a sneaker good, right? We got, you know, the aesthetic, the hype, you know, the originality. You know, we got, you know, for those who care about it, you know, the rarity, the exclusiveness of it, you know. And we just have, you know, just how does it make you feel? You know, does it get people talking? Is it unique? Something brand new, something we haven't seen before. And Nike gave that to us this year. And by the way, none other You know what this box is. The Cactus Plant Flea Market Air Flea 2. Nothing in the box. Took everything out because since I got this shoe, I've been wearing this shoe everywhere. I'm literally taking it off my feet. Air Flea 2. This shoe is absolutely incredible. And a year that everybody and their mama seems to be wearing Crocs everywhere, we got probably the most comfortable sneaker Croc obstruction of all time. And these things look great no matter what you put on. You're really gonna be seeing people get these off in the summertime where they can just let the shoe just speak for itself with the socks. This is an incredible shoe, super comfortable, super wearable, believe it or not. I know there were a lot of questions surrounding the sizing of these things, but I'm a true 13. This is a 12 and a half, a half size at most, and you're in there, you know, but you probably could live with your size, you know. And so, you know, depending on your foot, I'm a wide footer, so the 12 and a half fits me perfectly. But this is an incredible shoe. Everywhere I go, I've been getting all type of compliments and turning heads from young to old. This is just this is the best shoe to me. The most creative, the most controversial, you know, the conversation is there, the uniqueness is there. Shout out to Cynthia Lou. We got this Plant Flea Market. This was an incredible offering this year. I can't wait to see what we get with the Air Flea 3 and what they're able to kick up, you know, come up with next. I mean, it's just amazing how every shoe is a completely different construction than the last. And as long as we keep getting innovation like this and just uniqueness like this, I think Cactus Plant Flea Market will have a home with Nike for time to come. My number one shoe of the year, the Air Flea, Nike Air Flea 2, Cactus Plant Flea Market. Yeah, ain't nothing. What more can I say? There's nothing else left to be said about this thing. Go cop it. I encourage you all to go try this one out. But that's it for me. That is my top 10 cops of the year. You know, definitely been an interesting year of sneakers. You know, a lot of sneaker fatigue. You know, a lot of Jordan 1 fatigue, a lot of dunk fatigue. I think we're about to get to a space where, you know, the creativity, the exclusivity is coming back in full force. You know, a lot of honorable mentions like the J Tips, you know, collaboration this year. You know, people were, you know, going crazy for mochas. You know, we got, you know, a new version of those this year in the Jordan 1. You know, surprisingly, no Jordan 1s in my top 10 list. Probably a few more sneakers that I can definitely put in there. You know, I definitely have a pair of those Air Fear God Adidas situation. Well, not Air Fear God, but the Fear God Adidas ones coming in the all white Christmas colorway. Excited to get those in hand and show those to you all in the new year. Probably be my, you know, one of my first sneaker reviews in the new year. So, you know, really excited to get that review to you all. We're coming back in full force. I hope that everybody has a safe and productive new year out there. Be safe, and I'll see you on the other side, man. It's your boy Q the Flu. You know what I'm saying? Here, back with my top 10 list. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the vibes. As we proceed to give you what you need, goodbye 2023, hello 2024. Like that, we out. Peace.